Yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn Pops. I am Brian Franklin Penn.
And I am Zachariah Christian Walker. I just went with it.
He's not lying. That is exactly his name. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Brian Franklin Penn and Zachariah Christian Walker.
We go government names today.
Episode 41, entitled Let It Burn. We won't tell you why that is, but we are off to a hell of a start today. Damn, we went full-fledged government. It's Tuesday, November 28th, episode 41. Wow, bro. Drops this Friday, December 1st at 10 a.m. Everywhere you podcast, Apple, YouTube, Spotify, all of that shit.
Yeah.
As you can see, we feeling good, man. We got the holiday vibe up, Christmas trees and shit. Brittany Dawn, big ups to you. That's Brittany Dawn Rogers, since we're out here doing it all. Big fan of the Grinch. She got the Black Santa up to give us a shout out. She wanted to make sure that was out in the open. We got the Christmas tree up. Yeah, man, we're vibing. It's the holiday edition. We'll have, I think, 2 episodes with the holiday shit up, I believe, probably. And then we'll take a quick break. Look at you looking at Black Santa. You feel good about that, don't you?
Yeah.
It feels good, don't it?
Naganta.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Not Naganta.
Naganta the Black Santa.
I'll never look at Naganta the same again.
He said, Merry Christmas.
And I think to myself, why you think he talks like the nigga that sings that song?
That is Louis Armstrong.
Niganta. Anyway, so we are feeling good. As you can tell, our teams are low-key winning. The Colts are 3 in a row. Pacers were winning until last night. We'll talk about that. And my guy, Chris Holtman and the OSU Buckeyes are winning out to a 6-1 start. Yo, man, you keep playing and you keep winning like this, and they're going to end up giving you the keys to the city and taking them from Ryan Day, who's losing to Michigan over there way too many times.
Yeah.
Kept high-scoring teams under wraps. Congrats on winning the Emerald Coast Classic last weekend, beating Santa Clara by 30. Players are bought in. They're looking good, my dog.
Yeah.
They're looking really good. Yeah, so big ups to all of our squads who are getting dubs. Mic checks. What's going down, Pops? How you feel?
I broke my foot.
Oh, Jesus. Why are you standing up, cuz?
Feels better.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's going to be a great night.
No, it feels good. Really, it was
It feels good.
37-year-old moment.
Jesus.
When you don't remember why your foot hurts
Tell
or
me more.
why it should. You just wake up and you can't walk.
You go to put your foot down. It's like, this didn't do this last night.
Something's wrong. I had swelling, and I didn't know if I sprained a tendon in the top of my foot or I have a hairline fracture. Either way, there's not much they can do about that. So icing, little red light.
That's it. Red light.
Yeah, one of the infrared lights. We
Okay.
okay. We got a lot of devices and stuff at home.
Sure.
So I've been doing that, elevating, and feel better. I can stand on it now and
compress.
I can.
Ooh. Yeah, please don't do that on right now. I'm scared you're gonna. Don't do that on our account.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking that shit up.
Besides
no more.
that, good Thanksgiving, peaceful. Had some hash.
Ooh,
all good.
Do you eat chitlins?
No.
Nope. No chitterlings.
I do not do chitterlings.
Cannot do chitterlings. Zachariah Christian Walker does not eat chitterlings.
Sure don't.
Pops don't eat chitlins either.
Nah.
Thanksgiving was a nice break for me. I'm feeling. The word for me right now is rejuvenated.
Well, that's a great word, though.
After all the stuff that we've had going down the last few months, I just have to say my workouts are good. Energy and spirit is good. The relationships that I value are in a wonderful place on both ends, and that is a beautiful thing. Yeah, man, mind, body, spirit. I think my word right now is rejuvenated. For sure.
Yeah.
So big ups to all the people who love me and help me and support me. And speaking of which, here comes one right now. You helped me get rejuvenated, Birdie Dawn. Mic checks. Nope, not mic checks. I got really excited to do something we just did. Show me some Mary.
Show me some Mary. We got college football rivalry.
Who? Why we what?
Show me some Mary. We got college football rivalry week, championship weekend coming up. NBA action. Been a blast to watch so far.
For
NFL
sure.
news, of course.
Yeah, man.
College basketball, praising the ladies.
It's about to go down, ladies.
Athletes in action, of course, coming back to you. Giddy.
Giddy. Shot for shot. You want me to kick it off, or do you want to kick it off tonight, brother man?
Do your thing.
Okay, here we go. First question. I think it's maybe a warm-up, maybe not a warm-up. What Indianapolis Colts player has played the most games in history?
Indianapolis Colts player that has played the most games in history.
Yes.
Indianapolis Colts player that has played the most games in history.
I know. Yes, you saw a lot of their career.
I'm gonna say kicker. That played on for New England as well.
Vinatieri?
No. Is that Adam Vinatieri?
He played for New England as well.
Yeah, Adam Vinatieri.
No.
Got it.
Reggie Wayne, 211.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess he really didn't have an injury until that last injury.
He did not.
Oh, good for Reggie.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot that.
All right, yeah.
Well done. Thanks.
Yeah, that is what happens next. I forgot.
Yeah. That was so nice. It fell right into my hands, yo. Yeah. Shot for shot brought to you by Smirnoff. Big shouts to Smirnoff. They keep us nice. They keep us very, very nice. That's not as strong as last week, though. I will promise you that. I promise. That's what she said. You just went ahead. Yep, open the throat. That's nice. That's not as bad as last week.
That's nice,
right?
That's like Crystal Lighty. That's nice.
The whole ass thing for sure. I did better. Last time I just poured, wifey. I can't front it. You know, heavy handed. I was just pouring. But then I saw your face on a couple of them shots, and I was like, I should probably wean it back a little bit next time. So we're figuring it out. Look, go ahead and turn that.
There's a reason why I chose this question.
Did you see my next question? Don't lie. Did you see that? Okay, go ahead.
There's a reason I chose this, and you'll know by what the answer is. This is definitely going to be a layup. At least I would hope so.
I don't like that pressure.
Who was the last QB to play for the Colts on a regular season game prior to Peyton Manning?
Who was the last quarterback to play a game prior to Peyton Manning? When was Jim Harbaugh there? Jim Harbaugh?
There's a reason I chose that question.
Is that right? Yes.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Shout out to you, Jimmy. That actually felt good. I was like, wait a second. Is that Jimmy? That's the boy Jimmy.
It's kind of weird thinking that.
Like he was right, next. What was he like, 94 to 97, 93?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Shot for shot. Y'all know how it goes. AKA POPSZC at Beyondest BYONEST. DM us your questions. Ask us. We'll ask each other. Holla at your boy. You know how he gets down.
Yeah.
Shout outs. From shot for shot to shout outs. You all right, bro?
I'm great, man.
You good, Justin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Gotta give a shout out to our girl Cindy, aka Sin City. So, Sin City, you've been rocking with us for about a year now, I would say. Twitter, mad love fam. Can't wait to meet you in real life because we absolutely adore you for sure. But you gave us an incredible shout out and mentioned our show with the likes of Zaire Franklin and EJ Speed. Those two have a fantastic show entitled The Trenches, and Cindy gave us some love and stated that she is, her words, addicted to our show as much as she is addicted to theirs, and we should link up. We couldn't agree more, Sin City. We love you. Thank you for the idea. Thank you for the love. We will make sure to reach out to those fellas and see how we can make that work. I mean, the least we can do is give a shout out to them and say, what up, Zaire? What up, EJ? We a couple brothers, you a couple brothers. Let's brother this thing up, brothers.
Let's Naganta
this. Let's Naganta this thing. WOW, Naganta. So big ups to you, Sin City. Thank you for continuing watching the show. And addicted is a serious word, sis, so we appreciate that. Also, got to give a shout out to our girl, Dawn Higgins, a.k.a. D. Higgs. She posted the celebration of 11 years cancer-free this week. And that is a super duper. Clap it up. That is a super duper big deal to us, sister. We love you, lady. We got nothing but love for you. Congrats to you and your family. And we would only be remiss if we didn't say fuck cancer.
Yeah.
That's just how we feel about that.
Yep.
For sure. You want to take a quick brizzake? How fast did that go? Do we need to go straight to around the world, or you want to
10 minutes.
You want to breathe?
Intro? Yeah.
You want to breathe?
Yeah. Here's that.
We're going to breathe. Zachariah Christian Walker and Brian Franklin Penn are going to take a quick break. We got Naganta in the background, and we'll see you in 2 and 2. What show is that? We'll be back in 2 and 2. 2 and 2. What show is that? Ooh, you don't remember 2. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Love that. Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project. We are off. We are rocking. We are kicking ass. We're having a blast. Naganta in the back. Shout out to Naganta. Merry freaking Christmas. Around the world, we are off to our next segment. Around the world. From the corner, we got the NBA update. What's poppin', Pops?
NBA update. First, let's take a peek at the standings. What do we got? And you think we got any surprises here coming
I should click on my clicker.
Yeah, click on that.
I should click on that clicker. Any surprises going on? If I can all the way be honest, that's my name. I have to say that them fools over there in Orlando are they're kind of spicy. I can't front.
So,
go ahead.
Orlando and I talked about this after the Pacers lost to Orlando. You should watch out for Orlando. They're a young team that has bought into their scheme and their system, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They're top 5 defense in the NBA right now, and they're playing with nothing to lose. That's a dangerous team right now that if they can keep that momentum into the playoffs. Now, do I think that they'll stay in this top 5 position? Maybe, but they're at number 2 right now behind Boston at 12-5.
Wow.
They're 7-2 in the conference right now, 7-2 at home, 5-3 on the road. The fact that they have that, even a 5-3 road record, just says how much they've bought into their system and their culture right now. They're tough.
They gave Boston the absolute business the other night. They gave the Pacers the absolute business. Neither one of those teams probably took them as seriously as they realized very quickly that they probably should have. And before they knew it, it was too late.
Yeah.
Will it stick? Like you said, will it stick, or will some teams figure them out as the year progresses? I don't know, bro. They play really, really tough. They play tough ass D. Are they are they last year's Sacramento?
I'd say so. I mean, they're on a 7-game winning streak right now, which is crazy. I know it's the start of the year, and we've seen Pacers start out hot. We've seen other teams start out hot, but they look like that because they win with their defense.
Facts.
That's something that's sustainable.
My G.
When you have offensive-minded games or teams, that's not as sustainable because you tired legs. Everybody. You know, if you're playing back-to-backs, at some point you're going to have bad shooting nights. You can always put an effort on the defensive side.
That's very, very, very well said. I also have to say that I like that the 10th spot in the East is 500.
Yeah.
That just tells me that the East is a much better conference in recent years. It used to be a very, very top-heavy league, and around like six spot, shit got real ugly around like 32 and 50, and all of a sudden it just got real bad. So I like to see that. Moving to the West a little bit, I'm surprised that the Warriors are low-key 8-9. I thought they'd be around 11-6, and it's going to be a tough climb for them up there. You see the Suns at 11-6 and 8-9 and 11-6, although they're only 2 or 3 games. That feels a lot different.
You feel I guess we can call them a dynasty team, right? We've had this discussion on the show before.
They're a dynasty.
Yeah, a dynasty team that's about to make some sort of change, and that's what kind of feels like it to me.
Ooh.
Somebody that's been there through this dynasty is probably moving soon. Whether that's
is
Draymond,
that Dre or Clay?
Dre or Clay is on the way out to me.
Dre or Clay?
Yeah, because at some point you need to have something to shock the system. Like a change has to happen. The one thing that is always constant is change. That is what you need to do to be able to adapt to the rest of the people in the league, the rest of the teams in the league. So some sort of change has to happen. Wiggins is another one right now too.
Schnarf. I forgot Schnarf. Yep.
Where I can see that's probably the test change that will happen before anything else would happen.
Fair.
Look to see them moving him. If they can't get right on the way here, Bernie Mac.
Can't get right. So did you know? Check a leg. Nothing. I do nothing.
If they can't,
we can go on and on.
If they don't get something going soon, look at the February time that they would move Wiggins first to kind of see if that could be that shock in the culture, and before the offseason where they could make the decision on Clay or Draymond.
Snarf. Well said. In-season tournament update. What's going on, genius?
Group play. Group A in both of the West and the East are the only divisions right now that have clinched by the Lakers and, of course, our Pacers.
Two of my favorite squads.
We will find out the rest after tonight, actually. After Tuesday's games, we will find out who...
Pacers play tonight? They're off tonight, right?
No, they played last night, but
we'll
play Monday or Friday in Miami. Or Thursday in Miami, one of the two.
Right.
We play Miami next, actually 2 games in a row.
Okay.
So... we have, let me kind of take a peek.
I know we're going to play either Monday or Tuesday, they said.
Exactly.
But we don't know yet.
Right.
Which one
We're the only, only
be.
Group A's are the only ones that have clinched. You've got Milwaukee in Group B, that's 3-0. They play their last game tonight. Orlando's 3-1, leading Group C in the East. I think that they'll clinch that tonight as well.
For sure.
New Orleans Pelicans 3-1.
Wow.
Group B.
New Orleans?
I don't see Houston catching up. I mean, they're going to clinch that. It'll be fine. Group C, Sacramento is 3-0. Obviously, they're going to probably wrap that up as well. So then we'll figure out who the wild cards will be, the 2 wild card teams in both the West and the East to play kind of the play-in part of that. But we'll find out after Tuesday, which we'll kind of post a video to have update after that.
You know a lot more about this in tournament all of a sudden, bro. You've been kudos to you, my G, because I still have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's killing it. Like, what?
So that's in-game tournament. We'll kind of catch up with that in the next week or so after we find out who we're going to play. I'll do a little what's popping to kind of see who will be getting up with that one.
What's popping with Pops?
Boom.
Big games upcoming. That doesn't make any sense, but it's totally fine. Big up anyway. Christmas Day slate.
What we got?
What you guys think about this? We got the Bucks and the Knicks kicking it off. We got the Lakers and the Celtics.
Staple.
We got the Mavericks and the Suns. The Warriors and them Nuggets, and the 76ers and the Heat. If everybody stays healthy and everybody plays,
that's a pretty good
and
slate.
The congregation said
that's a pretty damn good slate.
Right?
Knicks are always competitive. They're
actually getting better, bro.
They're getting better.
Climbing.
The only thing I'd say with the Knicks is what's his name?
We're still on Julius Randle. You still can't figure that out, huh?
Julius Randle.
What's the quarterback of the Jaguars' name?
I don't know.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Taylor.
Trevor.
Yeah, same thing.
6 letters, white guy, starts with a T, ends with an R. You're pretty Tanner, Taylor,
yeah,
Trevor.
Exactly. Same thing. It just is what it is. I don't know what
it is what it is.
I don't do well with names.
It is what it is.
Julius Randle, he's still kind of the enigma in that one. 2 things. Let me rewind. 2 things here. I've never used that word in my life. Second thing. Number 2. I'm not sure if I used it in the right context.
He just called that nigga an enigma.
Those are my 2.
If Julius Randle heard that, he'd be like, fuck you just called me?
Right.
That's worse than calling somebody an enigma right there. Right. You an enigma. You know what I'm saying? You worse than an enigma, my dog. You an enigma.
Oh, shit. We good.
Oh, my Lord Jesus. I looked at him like, wait, what did he say?
I think I used it in the right context.
I'm looking that up.
I used it in the right context. Here's why I say that. You saw a replay of Valanciunas not even guarding him in a mid-range jumper right now. He's playing he's playing so bad offensively. That's the one. If he gets going, Knicks are going to be really, really tough because defensively they're really, really good. They're really, really good defensively.
Anybody else in here you want to talk about for the Christmas Day slate?
The Heat are always the Heat. I think Christmas Day to them is another way to be on TV like it's a playoff game.
100%.
So
they're coming for you.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler loves playing the 76ers. Like, yep, that'll be a
for
thing.
sure.
For sure. Can't wait. That's actually probably, I enjoy Christmas Day games probably the most of any, like, you know, Thanksgiving Day or blah, 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 football. Like,
well, the thing
I love the Christmas Day hoop games.
For most years previous to this in-season tournament,
Dr. King Day, they put on real bad. They put on real heavy for Dr. King Day, too.
Previous to the in-season tournament, like, that was everyone's mental check to go, this is when actually basketball starts because people started playing harder right during Christmas Day slate.
Very true.
If you were on Christmas Day slate, that was like being Thanksgiving football. So like it's like this is a big deal. And you would see them start to ramp up. With the in-season tournament, which is why that they created it, there's a sense of urgency to start out the season with some urgency. So it's nice.
That tournament is so fun.
Yeah.
Wingshot, NFL news. Coach Frank Reich.
Yeah.
You're fired. Yeah, man. No surprise, but damn. He is the first coach to ever be fired in back-to-back seasons. The Carolina Panthers were sitting at 1-10, bottom of the barrel in pretty much every offensive and defensive category. Bryce Young has no offensive line, be running around for dear life, and homie is way too petite for that. What you think?
I'll only say I wish he was able to finish the season.
Why?
This is a guy that actually wanted C.J. Stroud instead of Bryce Young. So
that would have been a great pick.
He went with what he was given, and what he was given was a very piss-poor team. Now, you also just got fired from the Colts, so there's a reason.
That was not a piss-poor team. That was you.
That was a culture that you created, and obviously, if you have a team that is one game, you still don't know how to build a culture. So I'll say to you, you've already said that you think that you're going to go out and retire from coaching, which is okay, or just be a coordinator, which is what you should do in the first place. But you're getting a guaranteed money to go home and sit down and be with your family. Merry Christmas.
It's a lot of enigmas over there in Charlotte.
Correct.
No doubt. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to actually give you a list of reasons why I'm asking you this question before I want your response.
Okay.
But what do you think of the overall NFL project so far this season?
Product or project?
I'm sorry, product this season. Thank you for that. What do you think of the overall NFL product this season? I did type project in there.
You did.
Me personally, I'm highly disappointed in NFL football. I don't know what exactly it is, but I'm not impressed. It seems like a lot of mediocrity going on. Mm-hmm. Is it the coaching? Is it the players? Is it the referees? Is it so many damn injuries? I just don't know, but I'm not impressed. One more thing.
Yep.
Listen to this stat real quick before you go, because I really did the research on this. 10 of 16 teams, Pops, in the AFC have a 500 record or worse. 12 of 16 teams in the NFC have a record of 500 or worse. Including all 4 teams in the NFC South have a losing record. Side note, the Texans, the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Seahawks, and the Colts have a 6-5 record, although we should be 7-4. With that said, 27 of 32 teams in the NFL are either barely above 500, 500, or under 500.
So the two arguments are mediocrity at its best or even teams are even teams. It's not even teams or even teams. I think all of these are the reasons why the product is not great this year. I think refs in all sports have been horrible so far this season. NFL's been bad. NBA's been bad. College football, not great. So I don't know what's going on there, but figure that shit out. Again, we talked about this. If you make bad calls in games, if I make a mistake in my job, I got to do training. you should do the same thing.
Fair.
I'm not allowed to call people and be in front of them anymore. I got to do remediation training. You should probably be able to do the same thing.
Word.
So, a lot of divas at the same time. A lot of selfishness at the same time. George Pickens, your second year in, you're not allowed to demand the ball like you're doing and call it out on social media and doing all that kind of stuff. You're showing your immaturity and how young you are. Stop it.
Wow. Oh, that's fire.
Like, right?
No, you're right.
Like, there's so much of this, everyone's in the outside noise instead of figuring it out in-house and playing for each other and playing for your team, which is why you see dysfunction.
You know who's not doing that? The Philadelphia Eagles.
Correct.
They keep that shit tight.
Correct.
Like Jamie Foxx secrets.
The only thing I saw is when they kicked the winning, or not the game tying kick to go into overtime. You saw Jalen Hurts and Jason Kelsey shake their heads because they were ready to go home.
I think it was cold.
It was cold outside. Both of them literally was like, shit. All right. And then they went out and won the game.
If we gonna do this, we might as well go ahead and knock it up.
Look, if we gonna play overtime, we win it.
Let's get it.
Like, that's the only dysfunction I've seen so far this year. Both of them shaking their heads because they had to play more football.
Was it that, or were they just shocked he made the field goal?
Whatever it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone, it makes it look like I didn't want to play.
For sure.
Either way, I think there's that. I think there's dysfunction, a lot of divas, a lot of drama. I think some of the top tier quarterbacks, or what we have said of the top tier, are playing worse this year than they've had. In the Josh Allens, Justin Herbert, those guys that have been their quarterback play is down to me.
Everywhere.
Even Patrick Mahomes is not as crisp. Now, his not crisp is still very elite. Everything is just down now.
Yeah.
So the product just makes it look sluggish on the television and not so fun to watch. Don't have the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears on night games anymore. That's my last thing.
You are absolutely not wrong. MVP picture. I just got who you got. Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Jalen has almost 2,700 yards, 29 total touchdowns, including rushing and passing. Lamar's got 2,800 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5 rushing. Patrick Mahomes got 2,900 yards, 29 passing, touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 0 rushing though. And those are the like top 3. And then you got Tua, Dak, CJ Stroud all in there. Tua's got 3,200, 22 touchdowns, 10 picks. Those are great numbers. Dak has got 2,935 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 picks. Like, those are some great numbers. Then your boy CJ Stroud over 3,200, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, rookie of the year for sure. Big ups to 6 black quarterbacks or quarterbacks of color being in consideration for the MVP award. Can we just talk about that?
And Dak, this is a season that you needed.
Black Prescott.
So when I kind of go MVP race, everyone's been waiting for you to have a season like this where your interceptions have been this low.
Yeah.
It's like people want him to be the MVP. Like, it's yours to lose if you keep playing the way that you do it for America's team and the Cowboys, because everyone views that team as they're almost there if Dak plays well. To me, if you get the Cowboys to play well, that's your MVP to lose. And the other reason too is they've given it to Mahomes a couple times, right? Lamar's gotten it. They're looking for the next person up. It's going to be between Dak and Jalen Hurts are my 2 picks for MVP if both keep playing consistent football.
Absolutely. Playoff picture, my dog. It's ugly, but we in. If you were to start the playoffs right now, the Indianapolis Colts would be a 7 seed in the AFC. What do you think of this playoff picture right now, dog?
Right now, Ravens are kind of my team. In the AFC, at least I'll say that right now.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, I don't expect to do anything, but at the same time, no one does, and that might be good for Jacksonville.
For sure, Jacksonville might be the new Bengals.
Right, like they're kind of sneaky good. I think people are forgetting that they've only lost 3 games because they've had a lot of close games.
For sure,
but they find a way to sneak the win.
They do.
Steelers are at 7-4 right now. Enigma.
Maybe that's the name of the show. Maybe that is it. Look at all these enigmas.
Browns are gonna lose because who knows what's happening there.
Who's their quarterback? Who's their ever? Who's their anything for sure?
Colts, we'll see. We're going to talk about them later. 49ers are scary. Chase Young added to that defense is ridiculous.
You really stole one. You stole one.
I don't know.
Him and Joey Bosa shouldn't be able to play together no more.
I mean, their front four is fucking
insane.
Crazy.
The Lions are sneaky depending upon where they play.
Exactly. Yes. Depending on where they play. Luckily, they've started out fast because for some reason I feel kind of a slump coming for the Lions.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
But luckily, they have room to have that slump right now because they started out such a hot start.
Facts.
I'm going to say, this says how bad that division is there, and there should be a rule about this, but the Falcons at 4th place at 5-6 should be illegal.
Because they're leading the NFC South. No, you should not be able to have a losing record and host a home game in the playoffs.
Correct.
No way. I agree. That's so bad. Is that it?
That's it.
That's really. It's ugly. That's exactly right. It's ugly. God, the NFL is mediocre right now.
Yeah.
Top of the key. What you got? College football rivalry week. Go.
Yeah, rivalry week.
That is tough. That is really
rivalry week.
You guys got to write that different. The week of rivals. The
rivalry
the week of rivals.
Yeah.
Rivalry week. That's tough.
So I'm going to do a top 25 interesting game recap.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama at Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Game.
Milrose TD pass to Bond on 4th and 31 saved Bama's season in the final seconds.
You guys, you should be ashamed of yourself.
That's ridiculous.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
We got Washington State at number 4, Washington.
Great game.
Washington clinches perfect regular season on 42-yard field goal. I just said 42 yards. Georgia at Georgia Tech, number 1, Georgia. Milton runs for 156 yards and 2 TDs. Hold off Georgia Tech 31-23 for an SEC record of 20 and their 29th straight victory.
Crazy. Way to go, Kirby.
Number 5, fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Anything you say, fifth.
Fucking crushing it tonight, man.
Florida State at Florida with Tate Rodenmaker at
rivalry week.
At QB. Florida State stays perfect behind Trey Benson's 95 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns.
3 tutties.
Florida State is going to be very hard for you to get a bid with the quarterback that you have now. I don't know. And then we'll talk about our game. This is the big game that we've been waiting for all last week. We got number 2 OSU at number 3 Michigan. Michigan defends home field advantage as they take 3rd straight win over OSU. Game thoughts?
Man, great game.
Great game.
Great game.
Yeah.
That's really all you can say about it. Great game. Michigan should win at home. You're supposed to defend home. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought if it was in Columbus, I thought that was a win for Columbus.
Same score probably, but in Columbus,
exactly.
they were really that. Yeah. They were really that even to me. It all came down to what I thought Kyle McCord was going to do. That first interception at the beginning of the game probably cost him the game.
That thingy, man.
What'd you say?
You're hitting the stool and it's making noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I got excited. That first interception down there deep in our own territory probably was the one that that ended up. What's the final score? Was 7?
Yeah.
That probably cost you the game because it was a lot of catch up after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, great game. Everybody played how you thought they would. Kyle came out and balled out in the second half, whatever the case may be. They played great football in the trenches. Referees suck.
Refs suck. Both sides.
Suck, bro.
And I'm not even going to say
referees are bad.
There was some bad calls calls that then that were blatant to me that you didn't call.
Bad. Bad.
The little dude with the glasses on the sidelines, that was part of the 2 of the big calls that you were like, okay, just make a decision at this point, whether it's wrong or right. It was really bad.
It was really bad. I think somebody needs to referee the referees. I really do.
Absolutely.
I really believe that.
Sub them out.
Turnovers for sure. Obviously, you guys won the turnover war. That's absolutely huge every single time. Game plan. Throw it up in the air. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. Get in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, get it.
The biggest thing that people are questioning Ryan Day on is not having more urgency at the end of the first half when they ran the clock out to kick the field goal. Mm-hmm. Do you believe in that? Would you like to see him try instead of, it was 1:20 left before they started running the clock out?
I would think they would do that if they had C.J. Stroud.
I agree.
Quarterbacks matter, man.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks matter.
52-yard field goal. He, in his head as a coach, look, everyone kind of questions.
You're on the 35-yard line. You know what I mean? Like, that's like
52-yard field goal to go into the half to get some sort of momentum because Michigan's about to play. So I get the thought process on both sides, but as a coach, you got to try to get some points on the board going into the half. It's either, because it was 4th down, so it's either take a chance and get no points than Michigan does it, or you try to kick a field goal.
I mean, it's like you get the ball with 120 and I don't trust my quarterback to go down there and drop some dimes to get us in better field goal position. And I trust my field goal kicker from about the 30. So if they get there, we'll play lackadaisical. But if it was the other way around and they had a quarterback, they'd be like, let's be aggressive and go put this bitch in the end zone.
I completely agree.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't hate that decision at all.
And you know your field goal kicker can make a 50-yard field goal because the one that he kicked before, it went through the uprights before the timeout. So he's capable of kicking it. Just make the field goal for sure. Yeah, man. Anything else? What's next for the coaches?
Ryan Day, what'd you feel?
It's really, really tough to say that you quote unquote want to get rid of a coach who has, won 57 of his blah 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 games, whatever the case may be. So I can't say let's fire Ryan Day. I'm not a Ryan Day fan. I am a big believer of having an Ohio State guy because there are plenty of quote unquote Ohio State guys out there who could do a phenomenal job. Not only that, but when you are 1-6, 1-7 against top 5 talent, you're not here to beat Rutgers, man. You're not here to beat Minnesota, bro. You're here to beat fucking Georgia.
Here's the things that I'll say about that is he has and again, I'll kind of go back before Harbaugh started winning some games, right? I think I saw the stat, and please correct me if I'm wrong. He's 1-5 when it comes to
1-6.
1-6 when it comes to
top 5 teams.
Top 5 teams.
1-6, bro.
That's an issue.
That's it. That is literally it.
Like that can't be there.
If you're 3-3, if you're 4-2, no one is saying a single thing.
That's it.
If you're 4-3 or whatever, 3-4 maybe even will give you a break. 1-6?
Yeah. That's not good.
That's not why you're here.
Correct.
So
take the losses 3 years in a row to Michigan away. 1-6 against top 5 schools.
Clemson got you, Georgia got you, Alabama got you, or something like that. You are 1-6 against top 5 teams.
Yep.
That's why you're here. You're here to win those games. Correct. So you may have to go, bro, because there's people here. Brian Hartline. What's wrong with him?
I mean, depending on what the damn Titans do, if Vrabel becomes available, I'd rather have him.
What are we talking about right now? You know what I'm saying?
Coach OSU.
Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. What are we talking about? So it's got to be an Ohio State guy. That's just my opinion all the way. So congrats to you. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I'd say what's next for Harbaugh? He's back. He's coaching to this week against Iowa. Here's what I'm happy for: is you won a very big game in the middle of a scandal. And you can't say sign stealing had anything to do with it.
No,
we can't.
There you go.
Michigan has been a tough team, sign stealing aside or not, no matter what. I'm happy to hear, and even hearing some of the people, the Bobby Carpenters and stuff like that I have to listen to because I live in Ohio on the radio, say things like, we got shown exactly how good Michigan's team was. Michigan is a good football team. Let it go. Like I said, that would have been in Columbus. Completely different story. I think it's the same score, like you said, but I think that's Ohio State's win. We're gonna start seeing this type of game going forward.
Oh, it's gonna go back and forth. It'll start going back and forth for sure.
Hands down.
Kyle McCord will get better for this. He'll be a completely different quarterback.
And they've got a 5-star
QB
coming in next season that McCord probably won't even get the playing time anymore.
Honda McCord.
They're like OSU, which is why however many weeks ago I said if Michigan was going to win one, it's got to be this year.
They did it.
because, and I don't even mean that rivalry, I mean the national championship, because Georgia to me is still beatable this year. They're very, very good, but still beatable.
For sure.
You almost lost to Georgia Tech, so I don't buy into Georgia like the last 3 years I have.
Unbeatable.
Correct.
Unbeatable.
Correct. If Michigan win, because Alabama's coming back, Georgia will still keep being good, and OSU's coming back with a better quarterback. It's going to be hard for Michigan to be that team without, they're going to have a 1 or 2 loss season.
And it's about to be 12 teams and shit shifting and all types of conference changes. Like, shit ain't going to be sweet for a minute, dog. Shit's about to be real different. So go get it, Jimmy. Yeah. So congrats to you, bro. I lost a bet, which means I owe you Kilroy's wings and a Jack and Diet, and I will gladly pay that bet because that means I get Kilroy's wings as well.
Yeah,
and a crown of ginger ale. Yeah. I don't really feel like I just lost anything whatsoever. Straight up,
those wings are so good.
It's so good. Conference championship marquee matchups. What you talking about, dog?
We got Oregon, number 5 Oregon at number 4 Washington. This is a big game. Pac-12 championship kicks off Friday night at 8 p.m. If Washington wins, I imagine that they're in being undefeated.
Gotta be.
Oregon wins.
Shit gets tricky.
Who knows what the hell's
47-year-old Bo Nix, baby.
Right, like who knows what's going to happen there. That's what makes the OSU Michigan game so damn hard to me, because right now, to me, I think those are the most quarterback play. But like OSU is
a top 4 team in the country.
It makes it so hard.
Top 4 team
that's why I hate that we're right there in that same place.
Yeah, man.
Number 1 Georgia at Alabama. This is going to be an interesting one. If Alabama ends up winning this game, and I put in here, I really wish both teams could lose.
I couldn't agree more.
like I really do. Could Bama sneak into the college football playoff if they beat Georgia? 1 loss Alabama. We've seen them do that before without a conference championship. They would have to jump quite a few teams,
They're not
but
doing it this year.
Committee loves the SEC. That's what scares me about it.
You're not wrong.
That's the only thing that scares me about it. Number 10 Louisville at number 5 Florida State. After loss to Kentucky, Louisville is basically on the path to stop Florida from getting into the playoffs. That's it.
You're a dream killer.
Really, after the injury to Florida State's QB, they're already looking kind of different at the committee.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done.
He is done.
So we've seen them in the past. Once you lose your star quarterback,
they can't let y'all in.
I mean, hence why they left. They went from 4 to 5.
Fair.
They won and dropped a spot because their quarterback got injured.
You know, the new CFB literally just dropped, right?
I was gonna say, I knew it was gonna come out.
Literally, you keep talking. I'm gonna look that up.
Perfect. And then we've got, of course, number 3 Michigan at number 17 Iowa. Harbaugh comes back to sidelines to coach Michigan versus the 10th lowest scoring offense in Iowa at 18 points per game. Just play your game. Don't let the emotional win over OSU get the best of you. Those are my notes.
Are you ready?
What we got?
Penn State at 10, Missouri at 9, Alabama at 8, Texas at 7, Ohio State at 6. They could still get in. Oregon at 5, Florida State at 4, Washington at 3, Michigan at 2, and the Georgia Bulldogs are the number 1 team in the CFB ranking. Yeah. Wow. And Ohio State did not drop very far. You guys played your asses off on Saturday, man. Because you get blown out, you go to 11.
Yeah. That Oregon Washington's really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because now that Washington's 3.
Yeah.
And obviously these aren't even the right numbers anymore.
No.
Now that so really, I mean, it's number 3 versus number 5. At Washington and Oregon.
Did they rank it that way because the game was coming?
You'd almost, right.
Is that why Michigan and Ohio State were 2 and 3? You know they be doing that. You can't have 2 first 6. No one cares about that.
But that Washington-Oregon one's interesting because Washington loses, obviously you're just out. But then you have 2. Then they're both 1-loss teams. But obviously, I don't know. Look at
you. He said, "I don't know." That's why we don't get paid to do that.
Florida
we
State
just get
not
to speculate.
having a good quarterback at that point, they're not as tough as they were. I mean,
they're not.
Louisville has every chance to beat them in this game
for sure.
And obviously, they'll definitely be out if they do that one. At that point, if Washington loses and Florida State loses, do we see Oregon and OSU sneak back in? Like,
especially if Georgia goes over there and loses to the Bama.
I mean, fuck.
If they go lose to the Bama, I don't know. I've never been more of a Crimson Tide fan.
It's gonna be
It's
really
gonna be a great
crazy.
weekend.
It's
Strap
gonna be a
it
great
up,
weekend.
kids.
All
Strap
right.
it up. You want to take a break before we kick these last two off? It's been a good, what's it been, 40 minutes?
It's 45 minutes.
There we go. We're going to take a quick break, y'all. We got a couple more segments. Athletes in action. The Coach Holtman Corner Shot. Women's college basketball. We're about to give y'all all kinds of love. We'll be right back. 317 Sports Project. Holla.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. We're back. 317 Sports Project. Penn Pops. During the break, what the fuck just happened, bro?
So,
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
as you saw my mind blowing with where they ended up ranking OSU at number 6.
Woo!
Because these are possible, and I'm not saying that, like, because obviously you can go like, oh, this would have to happen, blah, blah, blah. Like, these are absolutely possible. If, let's just kind of play this devil's advocate. If Oregon goes in and beats Washington, they're in. Okay?
They're in.
To me, they're going to jump up to 3 at that point.
Have to go to 3.
Okay? If Alabama beats Georgia, at this point, I don't think Alabama can. I think they're too far back. I don't think Alabama can get in.
Can't get in.
Cannot get in. Here's the one. If Louisville beats Florida State, who's at 4.
Very possible human beings.
Absolutely. Louisville's 10-2 right now. They've only lost 2 games, and they're a tough team.
Florida State has no quarterback.
They have no quarterback. If Louisville beats that one, you've got 5 Oregon, OSU at
6.
So then this will tell us everything. Which conference do they value? Will they value a conference championship in the SEC and Alabama jumping all of those spots, which should be impossible, or what we've seen as a top 4 team in OSU without a conference championship going to the 4th spot, Oregon at 3, which means you could have 1 Michigan versus number 4 OSU in a rematch. That's a very plausible scenario.
We're not crazy. We're not crazy Big Ten, Ohio State, Michigan fans right now.
Because again, like, it's number 5 versus number 4. I'm sorry, number 5 versus number 3 in Washington.
Yes.
Oregon's tough. Everyone knows that. Nobody wants to see Oregon in the college football playoffs, to be very honest, because they got a 30-year-old quarterback.
He's about 53 years old.
Yeah, he's 77. So, like, that's right. Alabama can absolutely. It's at Alabama.
Is it? No.
Or do they play neutral?
No, they play in the Georgia Dome. They play in Atlanta. SEC championship is in Atlanta. 100%.
Is it? Okay.
100%.
Okay.
It's where the Falcons play. Saturday.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. But either way.
But I'm not doubted. Like, I like your excitement, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Saturday. Marquee matchups.
He's just happy he's off on Saturdays now. He can, like, he's losing his mind right now.
Yeah. This is very possible.
Like, literally possible.
Michigan, don't fuck up. Please don't let Iowa go lose to number 17 Iowa because Cade McNamara, the previous fucking quarterbacks over there, coming out in the media going, I'm giving them all of their secrets. Fuck you, Cade McNamara. You're a horrible quarterback.
He's going in. He's going all the way. He's going all the way in.
All right.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff. This crazy stuff is going to happen this weekend. Here we go. You good, bro? You all right?
Yeah, I got a lot of energy now.
He got real emotional on that. So let's talk about these athletes in action. What you got?
Athletes in action. We're going to start with the good old Giddey. Josh Giddey. What did Josh Giddey do?
I don't know. What did Josh Giddey do?
So allegations are that Josh Giddey was with a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, wow.
Have you not seen this yet?
I mean, you know, I don't like opening things like that on my computer.
You just never know.
You just never know, bro. It says, what did Josh Giddey do?
So basically, what happened was there's a girl that posted a picture with Josh Giddey, and the girl is 50. I mean, they were able to do quick investigation of that, and Giddey's in the background of the photo, kind of like making his little duck face thing that he does.
Giddy up.
And of course, since then, her social media has been taken down. The picture's been taken down. She's, obviously inactive, blah, 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 blah. Now investigations are coming up. He was allowed to play. It's an ongoing investigation. No real information has been let out, which is almost worse to me because no rumors are. No evidence is being leaked. When you have no evidence coming out and they're saying this is a deep investigation, and you have Stephen A. Smith, because people have come out and said, why hasn't Stephen A. Smith commented on this yet? And he came out finally yesterday and said, because it's a legal ongoing action and I know nothing about it, and if I open my mouth, I can get sued. Those were his words.
I mean, he's not lying.
He's not lying. So, they got something. He's already losing, and he's an Australian player, power forward for the Thunder. He's already losing whatever sponsors from Australia is, like Weetabix or whatever cereal from Australia that is. $40 million endorsement. He's lost out on that.
God.
Today, Newport Beach PD is now investigating the allegations surrounding Josh to confirm if any laws were broken. That got announced.
Hanging out with a 15-year-old, there was definitely a law broken. I don't know how much further. Did they hang out? Did they take pictures together?
I was talking to somebody, and I won't say who it was, and said, well, the picture was taken when Josh was actually 18. Okay. She was still 15 at the time.
Yeah, that's still not illegal.
Still illegal.
Yeah.
Still illegal.
Still illegal.
And don't do the whole Romeo Juliet conversation. They were dating before
Elvis and Priscilla.
Let's not do that. Let's not do it. All right.
Okay.
Our last one. I didn't have a lot of athletes and athlete action.
That's gross.
But the next one, Roderick Teamer.
Okay.
NFL safety recently cut by the Raiders, arrested for going 90 miles per hour while under the influence.
Oh, no.
He was going 91 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone.
Jesus.
He said he was trying to make his 9 p.m. curfew due to being a player on the Raiders. Bro.
No, he didn't.
Bro. Of course, as officers get there, they smelled weed on him and proceeded to go through field sobriety tests in which he did not pass those tests. Raiders then cut him after the arrest. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Two things. Don't go 90 in a 65. There's my one.
That's a phenomenal thing.
2. Why are you cutting it so close on your curfew that you got to go 90 to 65?
That is a hell of a question.
While smoking in a place that it's not legal.
He said 2 things, but that's about 4 things.
Sorry. I can't count. My mind's still
good. It's good. He's still in the college football playoffs. I understand. I tell my daughters this all the time. Shouts to Brianna, 22 years old. I love you so much. Shouts to Kaya, 20 years old. I love you so much. As they're growing into their young lady, there's just some pops gems that I have to drop on them. And I told them a long time ago, never to break 2 laws at the same time.
That's it.
If you got a bad headlight, don't be in your car smoking weed.
Thank you. Because
they get you for the headlight and then they smell the weed.
Yeah.
Don't break 2 laws at the same time. If you're going to speed. If you're going to smoke weed. You know what you shouldn't do? Speed and smoke weed.
Correct. Because they'll go, depending on how fast you're going, I'm going to not write a ticket for the speed, but I'm definitely going to get you for the weed. Either way.
Never break 2 laws at the same time. Don't do it. Corner shot. Coach Holtman. Big ups to you, dog. Women's college basketball. First and foremost, ladies, I just want to say on behalf of us that we apologize for not doing this earlier. We'll get better. But now back to our regularly scheduled program. These women are absolute freaking fire, bro.
Yeah.
These young ladies are absolutely balling. Women's college basketball is in a phenomenal place. We're talking primetime players, PT peers. Shout outs to you, Dickie V. You know you got some stuff going on, so I want you to know we got you and you love you. So I want to talk about
just cleared of cancer.
It's been a long ride, but I just want to give him a shout out because of that.
It's been a long day.
Oh wow.
Without you, my friend.
He's hitting notes. I'm not like that. Actually sounded really pretty in my ears. I can't be mad. I almost got emotional. That was nice. Caitlin Clark, 29 plus points per game, just doing her. Juju Watkins, freshman out of USC, 26 points, 8 rebounds a game. Freshman. Cameron Brink, my girl out of Stanford, 18 plus points, 12 plus rebounds, 4 blocks, bro. That's like literally per game. Crazy. Yeah. Elizabeth Kitley out of Vatech, 24 points, 11 and a half rebounds, 2.5 blocks. Georgia Amore out of Vatech, I believe, as well, or Virginia, I believe, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. She can do it all. She kind of reminds me of that Jerry McNamara from Syracuse, that kind of girl that in like a hoop tournament, in the tournament can just take over 3 games and win the whole ass hoop tournament for you. And then Malaysia Full Wiley, I believe. She is a freshman out of South Carolina, straight out of Columbia, actually. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but she's got the whole ass package. So many more young ladies we could go on and mention, but that's just a few that I wanted to talk about. There's also the Haley Van Liths out there balling. Like, college women's college basketball is in a crazy, crazy, crazy place. Top 25 rankings, bro. Any of this, any of this surprise you? Any of this got you like, oh, snaps, look at these girls balling? Anything at all? You even see it yet? You're not there yet?
No, I'm not even looking. I'm looking for something else I saw.
It is all the way Gucci. So we'll talk about like the top 15-ish. You got Florida State in there. You got Baylor at 13, UConn at 11. They've had a couple of tough losses, both to top 10 teams, I believe. Like I said, Vatech is balling. Colorado was actually 6-1. They've had 1 loss on the year. LSU lost their first game of the year and have run off 7 since. They're absolutely balling right now. You got USC, Stanford in there. And then obviously you got South Carolina at the tip-toppy. Stanford had big wins versus Indiana and Florida State. UCLA is undefeated. But, I'm sorry, UCLA is undefeated. He said, Merry Christmas. UCLA is absolutely undefeated, but they haven't really been battle-tested yet this season, to be completely honest with you. Mm-hmm. They've got some great games coming up. They got Florida State, Ohio State, USC twice, Colorado and Utah, all top 15s coming up. Iowa has a couple of top 20 wins. They also have Caitlin Clark, so you never know what the hell they're going to do. NC State's nice. USC is actually in the number 6 spot, which is their highest ranking since 1994. They were number 4 in 1994, so in 29 years, this is their highest ranking. They could do some things. Then you got LSU and Kim Mulkey with Van Lith and the homie Flage. They lost their first game, like I said. They've been balling since. Anisha Morrow, junior guard, is averaging 18 plus points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.5 steals, crazy numbers. And they're just absolutely out here kicking ass and taking names. My personal perspective, Dawn Staley and South Kakalaki, they're coming for that trophy again. They already beat Notre Dame. They already beat Maryland. They already beat North Carolina. I don't think Dawn Staley liked sitting and watching the National Championship last year with LSU and Iowa. She didn't enjoy that one bit. It was the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark show, and I think that they weren't pleased in her coming for that trophy.
Yeah.
Real quick though, speaking of Angel Reese, and I don't like being in people's business, so speaking of Angel Reese, all we want to say is whatever you got going on, young lady, get better, get well, take care of yourself. Ain't nobody out here judging you over here. Your business is just that. Kudos to Kim Mulkey for not throwing all your business, good or bad, on the street. That's truly all I can say. You got anything on that, dog?
Not on that, but I'm going to go back to South Carolina. Did you see their big win this past week, right before Thanksgiving?
South Kakalaki?
Yes.
No, talk. What did Dawn do?
Let's talk about this. Okay, hold on. Where did I open that? There it is. South Carolina. This was November 24th.
I really didn't know this. What happened?
They played Mississippi Valley, and they beat them. Can you just give me a score? Just give me
Only
a score.
because you're being mad crazy about it. I feel like
Give me a score.
only because you're being so stupid about it. 137 to 29.
Okay. 101 to 19.
Oh my God.
Let's just talk about it. Mississippi Valley, first quarter, 6 points. Second quarter, 6 points. Third quarter, 4 points. Fourth quarter, 3 points. South Carolina, first quarter, 24 points.
Oh my God.
Second quarter, 28 points.
It's 52-12 at halftime.
Third quarter, 25 points. Fourth quarter, 24 points. For a grand total of 101 to 19. Now at Mississippi Valley, I know you got paid to come and play them, but damn.
They're on a mission. South Carolina is on a mission.
I'm on a mission.
They don't give a shit.
Last in this
They don't
song
give a
in your
shit. They don't give a shit who's in the
Give you
way.
the keys to the ignition.
They don't give a
Listen.
shit.
That's a little old school Craig David for you.
I didn't know if he was going to be able to keep going, so I kept talking. I didn't know if he knew all the lyrics. He knew all the lyrics.
I do.
South Carolina gives no fucks. They don't. This year, they give no fucks. Kudos to women's college basketball. We'll keep talking about that shit throughout the season because that actually excited me. I did a lot of research on that, and I enjoyed. Thank you, and I actually enjoyed it emphatically. So big ups. Naptown nudies, or you want to take a break?
No, let's go.
Pretty running it.
Do your thing.
Naptown news.
Are you going to do your thingy? Or are we saying brought to you by?
Yeah. Oh, damn. Brought to you by Clean Kicks. Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project.
Your own damn business. Like,
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project. Brought to you by Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. Clean Kicks, paint clicks, do ISO restoration, and a bunch of other services. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor and give us a follow over there at cleankicks.614. You like our new branding? What do you think of this?
yeah.
You think this is cool?
All I do is dope shit.
All I do is dope shit.
I like that.
We're rocking this. It's
And
new.
it says I dope. I got it.
I see.
Yep. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. So yeah, that's some new shit. Naptown news. Indiana Pacers. You want to talk about them? You wrote this in here, dog.
Yeah, I did.
Go.
Very proud
Are you?
of these boys for going 4-0 in the group play. Left you hanging there, see?
Okay.
See what I did there? He said, "Are you?" Oh, yeah.
We're getting much better at this show, y'all. We're getting really good at this shit. He even had me in anticipation. And I helped him write this shit. I knew what it said. It's fucking crazy. He actually got me. He really did. I was like, wait a second, for real? Anyway.
In group play.
For sure.
4-0 in group play. Let's talk about kind of changes that we've seen in the last week.
Yeah.
Starting lineup change. Biggest change that we saw switch, we had Buddy Hield and Aaron Naismith back in the starting lineup.
Amen.
Pops, loved this switch. Mathurin hasn't been getting it done on the defensive side of the ball, so he got moved to the bench. Just is what it is. Now, I will say before you start looking at me, and I know what you wrote in this thing, he's had some bad plays even last game, but he actually has been playing better defensively off of the bench that he was in the starting lineup. I will say that. His defensive stats have been better if you look at it statistically wise. Statistically, no wise. Hield hadn't been shooting well coming off the bench. Since being back in the starting lineup, and this was previous to this last game, his average 24.3 points per game, 69% from field goal, 67% at 3-point percentage, 2.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Until his contract extension gets announced, I will keep saying that I think that he'll be a target at the trade deadline. That's just how I feel.
You've been saying it.
Have been saying it for a
You've
while.
been saying it.
Now, he gets re-signed. Cool. We still need wing help, though. Period.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Naismith continues to be one of my favorite players on the team to watch. He is one of my our biggest high-effort guys, especially when it comes to rebounding. Countless times do I see him offensive rebound, and that's pure effort when you're offensive rebounding,
Facts.
while other people on the team are watching the ball bounce off the rim.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
He is one as the wing and really playing the power forward for us on the starting lineup,
Fair.
and really should be playing a 3, but that's cool.
Fair twice.
He's a high effort guy, high energy, can hit his good corner threes, plays pretty dang good defensively when he wants to. Now, sadly, the fall that he had, he sprained his wrist. He was out for a couple games. You can tell that was still bothering him in the previous game. His shot is not completely back, but I love seeing him in the starting lineup. He's one of my favorite players. I hope we keep him coming off, and he's bought into being the energy guy coming off the bench or really anywhere that he's playing.
Fair.
He just wants to play for the Indiana Pacers, which I like. TJ back in the rotation. Nembhard had some tough games before he got hurt, and they needed TJ's leadership back in the second unit.
We missed Jalen Smith last night. I just want to say that.
We did. Hyperextension in his knee.
Sure. We missed him. We missed him last night.
Have they announced how long yet?
No.
He's going to be out for a little bit. I saw his knee bend backwards. So, again, I think it's just a hyperextension. If anyone plays sports, you've hyperextended your knee. It's not comfortable.
Did they happen to show what happened? Did they happen to show the Michigan lineman yet, his play?
I mean, he got rolled up. He broke his tibia and his fibula.
They didn't show that, though, right?
No, they would not show it.
That you know how bad it has to be to not show it?
When you get rolled up this way.
You know how bad it has to be to not show it?
This way.
They said we're not showing that.
Correct.
Bro.
Yeah, Zach Zenter, he was going to be probably a top 15 pick when it comes to the offensive line. He's one of the best offensive linemen in this year's draft.
Easy.
Get well, bud.
For sure. Had to say that. What else you got? I'm sorry.
What do they need? They have the highest scoring offense of the league, but give up a lot in points, especially when Turner's off the court.
Ooh.
Court.
Hey. Take him out the court. Hey.
I've seen him get left out to dry many times down low because wings can't stay in front of their men, so he gets into foul trouble often. It pisses me off.
Thank you.
We need a defensive-minded wing, period. We need a 3-and-D guy, one that's going to just buy into it. Everyone, I'm not even going to say who I really, really want. Everyone knows who I want.
Who do you want?
OG Anunoby.
Thank you.
We have shorter wing players. we need a 6'8".
They don't have wings.
No, they do not. Their wings are clipped. They cannot fly.
They can super duper hoop. But you can't be a short wing player. You have short wings.
Yes.
We need Tayshaun Prince.
I need a 6'8", 6'9", long arm type dude. I even put Robert Covington in here.
Huh.
Now, he's on the back half of his career, so he's not as crisp as he was 6 years ago. But he can hit a corner three, and he plays really damn good defense. I like that at all. I kind of put in here what stats. Oh, the other thing I'll say about the Colts, I was going to put right in here, and
About the Colts or the Pacers?
Pacers.
Okay.
Not the Colts. We're not there yet.
It's okay.
Pacers. Other thing that I'm going to mention is I don't like when the team, I'm going to call out a specific player.
Ooh.
When I've seen, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, Bruce Brown, when the ball gets into his hand, all of a sudden it becomes ISO ball. At least the last couple games I've seen.
That may be some shit he learned in Denver, actually.
The offense becomes stagnant. The push it, Rick Carlisle, get as fast as you can, quick passes. The shot clock starts running down. We make bad decisions. He tries to throw up a little one-handed layup, which he loves.
Not bad.
Little floater. I've seen the last two games, many possessions stop because of what Bruce Brown's doing in the offense.
Okay.
That's an issue to me.
Okay. I like that.
So
Stop the little floater.
stop it.
Okay.
I wanted to kind of talk about what can they finish with record-wise by the end of December, okay? Or what can they finish with record-wise in December? They've got 13 total games in December.
Okay.
9 of them on the road.
Okay. 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 7-5.
7-5?
7-5.
You have a winning record coming out of December?
7-5.
Okay. I think that's very... So, kind of to run through that quickly. Miami, the next 2 games, you're losing one of those.
Right.
At Miami. Okay.
Right.
Detroit, fucking win that game.
Thank you.
Milwaukee, at Milwaukee, probably losing that game. Washington always scares me for the Pacers because they play to what their team is a lot.
Go beat Washington.
Go beat Washington.
Period.
Minnesota, one of the top defensive.
You're losing to Minnesota.
You're losing to Minnesota solely because now, especially if Jalen Smith, is out for Jalen Hurt. Jesus is out for
Jalen's definitely hurt.
Yeah, Jalen Smith is out for any extended period of time. My other thing
now
right now
is
we're lost another big man after we traded away what's his name to the Clippers.
Tice.
Thank you.
Yep.
L.A.
And I'm the one who smokes weed.
Yeah, Clippers. I don't know. That team's a dumpster fire. Charlotte, you just lost LaMelo Ball to injury. He severely sprained his ankle. He'll be out for an extended period of time.
Go beat Charlotte.
You better beat Charlotte. At Memphis is not great this year.
Go beat Memphis.
Better beat Memphis.
100%.
You're losing to Orlando. I'm sorry.
You are. That's why. Yep. Houston.
At Houston, you might lose to Houston.
I said that.
You did.
Yep.
At Chicago, dumpster fire.
You got to go beat them.
You got to win. New York is the one. It's at home.
7-5.
7-5. You're right.
Right?
Yeah. Cool.
It's like really pretty spot on.
Yeah.
I can't actually wait to tally that up and see how we do.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
Indianapolis Colts. Can we talk
about the Colts?
Can we talk about the fact that they won 3 games in a row?
They've won 3 games in a row.
We should probably clap that up. I'm going to clap that up while he's at this wheel. You going to be my echo? That was very nice. I enjoyed that. It's good in my eardrums. They seem to keep flat out working shit out.
Working shit out.
It's ugly, but they getting wins.
Woo!
First year head coach.
Boom.
And in the playoff hunt. I don't love the play calling it all the time. I can't lie. I just don't. Jim Robert Cooter, you got to get that shit together. Way too many passes from Mr. Minshew.
But he's not calling the plays.
Is he not calling the plays? Are you sure he's not calling the plays?
Steichen's calling the plays. That's why they pulled him over.
Okay, then Shane Steichen, I don't like your play calling at all times then. I'll flat out say it to you, head coach. I tried to blame it on Bob, Jim, and I couldn't do it. Thank you for being my echo. Shane Steichen, I don't like your play calling at all times. Way too many passes for Gardner Minshew. I don't ever want to see 20-plus passes before halftime from him.
Correct.
That is not why you were there, my guy.
There's a reason why Minshew wasn't signed to be a starter.
It's not the pedigree.
Team.
It's just not the pedigree.
It's not what he does.
It's not the
pedigree. That's not what he does. This is not what he does. That's fine.
And that's okay.
And it's really okay.
It's really okay.
Sometimes you got to be a supporting character.
And the congregation said amen.
That's what you are, buddy.
But Jonathan Taylor seems happy, healthy, running with a purpose.
Not healthy.
Not healthy. Okay. I'd like to see him and Zach Marcus. No, what happened?
Oh.
You should have told me when I put that in there.
I was going to just bring it up to you today.
Oh, okay. What happened?
I figured you saw by now.
I would have never.
He hurt his thumb. He's out for the next. He has surgery tomorrow. He's out for the next 3 weeks, if not more.
Because of his thumb?
Hurt his thumb.
His thumb.
Didn't know he hurt it. He had to have surgery on his thumb. Irsay announced that literally 3-4 hours ago.
His thumb.
His thumb. Oh, we've been in the chat talking about it and fantasy football on Twitter, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. I met with my accountant today. I had pickups and drop-offs today. I went to Costco today. I trained. I did cardio today. I had a busy day.
We've been talking about it everywhere.
In the chat, like in our chat, like the fantasy
football chat. I sent the article in there, man. I said hi because why I said it is JMS came out and said his thing about. I bet everybody feels good when they got Jonathan Taylor, and then they announced that he was out, and I was like, ooh, how's that feel?
Oh, man. Well, I put it here. I like to see him and Zach Moss keep sharing time. So it looks like
whoever has Zach Moss in fantasy football,
good for you. Good for you. Pittman's getting more love, turning it on. Josh Downs is also playing very good football. Grover's been out, and the D-lines is still holding it down. I think one more week. One more week. You can look that up
with
if you
how good
want.
the damn defensive front four has been playing without him.
Not quite the same.
Not the same. But they've been playing really, really well.
Yeah, man.
Adding him back.
Yeah, man.
And he's pissed off.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
For sure. We dismissed Shaq, and he's still in the building, getting love, tributes, and celebrations when he fucking deserves. Pat McAfee's out here bloviating about the squad and their success. Like, bloviating?
Nah, I'm just farting.
Oh, bloviating?
I've been bloviating. Oh,
Jesus, Lord have mercy. You can't take us seriously, people. don't even know how you guys can watch this shit. You can't possibly take us seriously.
My stomach hurts.
We are absolutely ridiculous. We got Naganta in the background. This asshole's over here bloviating. You cannot take us seriously. How do you guys stand us? We love you so much. How you feel about the squad though, bro? Mr. Bloviator?
The Bloviator.
The Bloviator.
I feel, considering what the hell's going on with the team, the difference in culture is huge.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, that's when you like playing with each other. That it makes a whole, which we all.
Like, not with each other. I like to play with myself alone. I play alone
in the dark.
In the dark. I'm not a team player. That's why I ran track.
Correct. No, yeah, they're real fun to watch. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy.
He just fell asleep. I don't know if you guys saw that glitch. Pops' face. He just fell asleep standing up. I don't know if you saw that. It was amazing. He just fell asleep.
I powered down. My battery ran out in the middle of what I was saying.
Oh my God. My stomach hurts.
I'm just going to make sure we're recording. I want to step away for a second. Go ahead.
Oh my God, you guys. Indianapolis Colts are undefeated in November. We stated no one is going to want to play them the last 5+ games of the season, and I truly believe that. So looking ahead real quick, upcoming schedule. These are some very winnable games. What's our record look like here?
Did you already put them? Is that what these are?
Yeah, these are our games. Nope, these are the games.
Cool. All right. At Tennessee.
What's our record? He hates the Titans. He's really powering down. We got to get him home soon.
First one's a win. First one's a win. I go, okay. Win, loss, win.
At Cincinnati with no quarterback, we lose that game.
Oh, that's right. Joe Burrow.
They got no quarterback, Zachariah.
Win-win.
Right?
Pittsburgh at home's creepy to me. Win. What the hell is Las Vegas Raiders doing? But still, it's in Las Vegas. I'm saying, okay, what did I say? 1, 2, there's a loss. Should win against Atlanta. I'm going to say 4-2.
10-win football team? We're a 10-win football team. You're trying to say the Indianapolis Colts could be a freaking 10-win football team and finish the season 10-7?
It's possible.
10-win football team?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, it's not in Pittsburgh. It's at home.
Oh, it's at the crib.
Okay.
It's at the crib.
Pittsburgh's still Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, it's hard for me to say because, I mean, they're 7-4 and they have no quarterback.
They have a horrible team.
Yeah, they have a horrible team, but their defense is so damn good.
They have a horrible team. Tennessee's not great. Cincinnati has no quarterback. Pittsburgh is tricky but beatable. Atlanta's definitely beatable.
The only thing that I worry about Atlanta is their rookie running back.
Las Vegas can catch a serious L on New Year's Eve, and I would love to sweep Houston.
And what's his name? What's his name? Sorry. Jameis Winston, backup quarterback. Remember when he was sucking on the?
Oh,
yeah.
I had no idea who the hell that was.
What's his name?
It could be so many people.
Jalen.
Our cousin? That could be so many.
Did you see him annoying Carr by just rapping in his face?
Like bars?
He was just like rapping in his face, and Carr's literally trying to study.
Jameis is bored. He wants to play somewhere. Would you take him as a backup?
No.
Okay, good talk.
Nope.
All right. So we could be a 10-win football team.
I want to say 9 or 10 wins.
Wow, that'd be incredible.
Yeah,
that'd be freaking incredible. What do you think of Chris Ballard in the present day? I haven't seen as much in-season slander going on this season. They were chopping his ass up at the bit every single chance they could on Twitter and online last year. And we've been very steadfast in our belief, at least personally, I think we've been very steadfast in our belief of his ability to get the job, quote unquote, done. And I think he continues to do just that. But like, how you feel about him this season?
I don't mind. He's done great. Ballard was never really an issue for me, as much as he was for a lot of other people. He's great at finding talent. I think the only thing that I wonder what he does he give too many second chances to players that aren't playing well or are injured, like the Tyquan Lewis's, even though he's playing really well. Like, that's kind of working out. But like
Kwity Paye.
Kwity Paye.
Oh, he's earned it. You're right.
Yeah, he's earned it.
For sure.
He also was injured his second season.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah. Like,
like that's why I said it.
He hopes for the big payoff and keeps gambling.
He does.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
But then he goes and gets to DeForest. He goes. I mean, he does.
He does some stuff. He splashes
for sure.
Sometimes when you splash, you get water in your eye. Boom.
When it rains, niggas get wet, so stay dry. The theologian Darkman X, aka DMX.
Yeah,
for sure. Fine print.
Fine print.
That was a phenomenal closing right there. The fine print. Go ahead, bro. This is big for you.
Tiger Woods has announced his return to golf today. Actually, did his little interview.
Look at my face.
Yeah, he's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's black.
He's black. We were trying to talk about this.
Are
we ready for him to go away or not?
So ready. Pass the mic, Tiger.
I love Tiger. I know you have your stuff with Tiger. That's fine. He's always better for the game of golf to be at the tournaments.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
More people want to see him win, so more people will show up.
I agree.
It's better for the sport of golf. Why I kind of go to it is he says stuff like, I still think I can win a lot. When you only are scheduling yourself to play one tournament a month, probably not.
And you have a RoboCop back.
I'd rather see you just say, hey man, I ain't got nothing else to do. I like playing golf. I want to go hang out with Rory
camaraderie.
And like do all that kind of stuff. I am more excited to see Charlie Woods get to the tour in the next 5 years and see what he can do, because that dude's going to be really, really good. He just won his high school championship at the age of 14. He's phenomenal.
He's a cheat code.
He's an absolute cheat. Your dad is caddying for you. He's Tiger Woods.
He's a cheat code.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what we're talking about.
That's what I'm really excited for. So
that.
Tiger will be there. It'll be fun to watch because there'll be crowds. They're still trying to figure out all this shit with the Live, and that might be some of the reason why he's coming back too, because Liv's getting a lot of attention because they're going after John Rahm right now and offered him $600 million to come over there and play in front of 7 people because that's all that show up for the tournament. But Tiger's back. That's all I got to say.
It's like $100 million a human.
Correct.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that breaks down to, but it's about $112 million a human.
Correct.
That's crazy. MetLife field injuries. This is fucking insane. What's going on over here, bro? You want me to do this?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I mean, you're the one who sent me this link, but
It's
it's cool. Let me open this up. He's done talking. He doesn't want to talk anymore. That's cool. New York's MetLife, the cursed NFL stadium. Y'all know what the hell is going on over here at MetLife Stadium? I don't know if you know, but since 2020, 17 key players have been injured. Solomon Thomas, Nick Bosa, Matt Peart, Jonathan Harrison, TJ Brunson, Rodarius Williams, Shane Lemieux, Rodarius, Levine, Jabril Peppers, Blake Martinez, Aaron Robinson, Wandale Robinson, that's a lot of Robinson, Sterling Shepard, Marku, y'all got some crazy names, Marku McKintath, is that right? McKeithen, Marku McKeithen.
Lost his foot in MetLife. Got it. Darian Beavers. Damn near.
Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Phillips.
So you've had 2 this year.
Achilles, cruciate ligament. I mean, this is This is insane, dog. Why are we even talking about this? Not that it's not news, but like, what is this? What like owners?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest part of this is a lot of
players.
players have been talking about, well, especially players advocating for owners to please go back to playing on grass and playing on regular fucking dirt.
That's why you have cleats.
So
This is why they created cleats. Because it's dirt and grass.
So when your foot doesn't stick and get planted, it'll go with the grass and you'll fall over.
Because it's natural.
It's natural. You won't be able to shift as much, and you might not
be able to run a 4.19,
and that's okay.
That's really okay.
You'll also be able to keep your knees.
You're
and
gonna go home healthy.
Correct.
And dirty.
Yeah.
So that is a crazy
Figure that
ass
out.
list of injuries. Yeah.
17 since 2020. That's all it goes back to. 3 years.
Insane. All the same injury and then 3 Achilles tears. Figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Shot for shot, what you got, you got.
I'll turn my stuff.
This dude be doing way too much.
All right.
What if we decided to name this episode? We have so many options, dog.
Because we can't call it Naganta.
We can't call it.
That's just not something we can do.
That is not okay.
I don't know. We'll think
I
about
will think about it.
it. Okay.
It could be like blah, 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 and enigmas.
I like it.
I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
All right, this is Pacers question. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What female track star designed the team's uniforms in the 1990s?
Jackie Joyner Kersey.
Florence Griffin Joyner.
That's who that honestly is one of those. It's like, I swear it was 100% one of those two for sure.
Hence why we had city jerseys were called Flojos.
You should have said that.
Ooh, that was close.
Shit. Damn it, I almost said her shoes. It was like, Cinderella. I'm not going in like he was doing too much.
Well, I always pour it like it's a whole damn drink. Open that throat.
That's really not bad tonight.
Yeah.
That's really an easy sipper. All right. Indiana Fever were established in what year?
Fuck. Indiana Fever were established in
This is why this game is so great.
2000 and seven?
Should have just stopped at 2000.
Was it 2000?
2000.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
I didn't realize they've been around that long.
23
years.
Yeah,
Wow.
dog.
2000. What did I say? 2000? 2007?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That really went in there.
Really went in there.
He knew that as soon as he let that one go. That's when you know the jumper's money for sure. You know that fast. That was a good finish right there.
That was great.
How long we been here?
128.
Man, I don't know how we do this in 90 minutes every single time, y'all. One more episode.
Yeah, we're going to do one more Christmassy episode until we're going to take a Christmas break because Naganta's coming.
Naganta's coming on the 25th and the 26th we would record. So we're taking that break and then we're going to watch some football, I guess, probably. And then have another episode right after that, 2 weeks later.
That'll be perfect because we will record on the 6th, which will be right after the college football championship.
Genius.
Boom.
So one more to go. Take a quick break. Come back for all the natties and all that stuff. See you guys Friday, 10 a.m. We'll see you on Twitter and all the other socials with more videos. Told you we're going to get more content up. Thank you for your feedback on the videos. We'll keep dropping that, keep delivering that. Penn Pops, 317, 2 Nagantas. Holla back.
Holla back.
Peace.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen pimping all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was
all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams